Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Sunday, April 6th, 2025. I am leaving Florida today. I'll be going to LA. I have a flight to LAX out of MCO a little bit later. 1 day layover in LA tomorrow and then off to another country. So today's a travel day, but first I'm gonna head downtown Celebration and get a coffee and check out the Farmer Flea Art Market. Got a little time before I gotta get to the airport. I'm inviting you to join me for a travel day from Florida to California. Shall you? And I'll be gone from Celebration for just about 3 weeks, give or take a day. About 3 weeks, more or less. We'll be missing Easter in Florida. So I wanted to showcase this house that has all the Easter decor out. They always decorate really good. Here you got Mickey up on the porch there. All right, off to downtown. Showed these yesterday. I was driving by, but here's a little closer peek at them. The little minions dressed like bunnies for Easter. Directly across from the other house I just showed. Both houses put out decorations for different holidays. What's wrong, minion? I'll have to look at my schedule. I might not even be stateside on Easter. I definitely won't be in Florida. Be interesting to celebrate Easter in another country. Of course, they probably don't celebrate it where I'm going. Or maybe they do. All right, I have just mobile ordered a coffee from the Starbucks. Gonna have some jet lag going to where I'm going. Not to LA, but the following day. Big time difference there. And a little difference in temperature as well. Yeah, so they trimmed down this tree. Usually this tree is like overflowing. You kind of got get a little shade there, but they've trimmed the trees down here. So you can see, as they do every Sunday, they have the little farmer art flea market going on. All the vendor booths over there. Pretty much every Sunday, without fail, they have this. And if they have another event that blocks off Market Street, they move the vendor tents over to that side. Just one of the very, very interesting things and cool things that takes place here in this town that I live in. I love Celebration. I enjoy it even more when I leave and then come back and then I go, oh, you know, this is a pretty nice town to live in. Standing right here amongst the hedges. There's this little walkway path over here to get this angle. All right, my coffee should be ready. I acquired piping hot, very, very toasty. This is a vanilla latte with only 1 pump of vanilla and non-fat milk. I think that might make it okay. Still probably not great, but yeah, something. Can definitely tell it's not as sweet as the one I normally get, which I think has 2 pumps and regular milk, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. Look at these Haas avocados. Haas Cartwright there from Bonanza, was it? Also one of my favorite Lagwagon albums is named Haas. Named after Haas Cartwright. A little toasty out here. Definitely is a little toasty. I don't know if there are as many vendors out here on other times, but seems to be quite a few vendors. Yeah, it's a full road. Full road down Market and full road towards the theater, former theater. It's going on like between 11 and 12 years, that theater has not been operational. Very bizarre that thing's just sitting empty. It looks like the fountain's not even on over here. Like the water fountain isn't even on over there. Or maybe it's just between cycles. Yeah, it stretches all the way over here. There's not a lot of people out there. I think the heat cycle, getting people to not want to walk around. I am almost certain that Los Angeles is a little cooler temperatures than it is. It's a nice breeze though. But LA will be a little cooler temperatures than here and definitely less humidity. Yeah, the fountain is not on for whatever reason. There's a nice breeze, really nice breeze. I like that. Continue on, breeze, continue on. Now there is no Los Angeles name down here. Cape Canaveral, Boston, Walt Disney World. Oh, yeah, never mind. Ooh, there's Burbank right there, Burbank. That's the greater LA area. So that works. I just checked, and in fact, it is a little warm in LA. Not as warm, like 10 degrees cooler, but still a little warm in LA. For LA, it's a little warm. Find out in the morning is when I get into Los Angeles tonight. It's going to be dark very, very late. I think it's going to be like 11 p.m. LA time, which would be 2 a.m. the next day here. So I'm getting in close to midnight tonight there. An hour before midnight. Then tomorrow during the day, I'm going to have a little time to do some stuff around LA. I'm going to make my way, take myself and walk back to Mini Marge, drive around a little bit, then head home, start packing, prepare myself to get to the airport in a little bit. It's a later flight. It's a late evening flight. Not a red eye, but a late evening flight. Another house with some Easter decor that will obviously be undecorated by the time I get back in town. Easter decorations. Time has passed. Did some things at the house. Got some packing done. Was watching the Rays game. Game 3 of the Rangers versus Rays in Texas. Rangers swept the Rays. What's going on with the Rays? Still not doing horrible, but man, gotta get on track. About 2 hours before the flight takes off. Just got dropped off. And now gonna go through the checkpoints to get in the airport. According to this, I am still on time. It says right over here, gate 71. On the app, it says 76, but on here, gate 71. Departs at 7:57. Flight 867. 867 right there. On time. My two favorite words when I'm at the airport. Ooh. Throwback to yesterday's topic. 5 immersive worlds, 1 amazing theme park. I just want to go on ET. ET misses me, and I miss ET. I should probably stop here. They have a Epic Universe store. Look at this. Universal Epic Universe. That's like 2 words. Universal Epic Universe. A lot of universe. Yes, Dark Universe is the Universal Monsters. That's obviously Frankenstein. Pretty spoiler free. I haven't watched like any videos or anything, but I do know that the Universal Monsters are there. That's kind of neat, right? And then next door, Universal Orlando Resort, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yeah. Diagon. I miss Diagon a lot. I mean, obviously, I love Universal Hollywood. But all they have no Diagon there yet. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. All they have in Hollywood is this, which I love. But it'd be nice to have some Diagon action in my life at some point again, right? It's kind of a neat thing. There's a Disney store on the other side of this. You got Universal store, SeaWorld store, Disney store, all kind of stores. Batch of Minions right here. Look at all these Minions. There's like, what, 25 Minions there, 25 Minions there. Just shy of 25, so let's say like 40 total, or 50. Oh, look at this. I keep calling it Universal Orlando, but I guess Universal Studios Florida? That's what it's called? I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in there. Been a long while. This exact same version, but in the Universal Studios Hollywood version, the Ride the Movies campaign, Universal Studios Florida opened up just after. So in '89 is when MGM Studios Disney opened, and then 6 months later, around that time period, Universal Studios Florida open with the Ride the Movies and all that. There is one place, however, that still has Jaws. Universal Hollywood doesn't, and Universal Florida does, but there is a place right here, there's a place that has Jaws. There's still attraction that you can battle Jaws. True story. This is my house. Ravenclaw, the Sorting Hat, many years ago told me I was a Ravenclaw, and I've kind of embraced that, but in all honesty, I feel like I could be any of the house. I feel like anybody could be, you could take parts of each of the houses and be kind of any house, but yeah, I'm team Ravenclaw. Also to be a little more specific, there is Jaws at Universal Hollywood, but it's not like the one that used to be at Universal Orlando where you're on the boat and you're going out there into the water. But there is a place that still has it. A Universal Park that still has it. The magic of Disney. Discover the magic of Walt Disney World. I'm departing out of Walt Disney World. I'm going elsewhere. Going elsewhere. I've looked at this fountain many, many times. It's always like this. Sometimes the water's off. It's definitely always off during December when they put the big Christmas tree up here, but it is not the holidays right now. It's spring. Nowhere near Christmas. Even though, to be honest, we'll probably be here before we know it. As much traveling as I'm doing, I will probably be showing the Christmas tree, which is very, very tall. And it'll be right about there. I always like to show this before going international. Granted, tomorrow I will be in LA. And then the next day, elsewhere. I always like to show the U.S. flag, great U.S. of A, before departing and going onto non-U.S. soil. I love traveling, seeing the world. I'm enjoying it so far this year. I'm enjoying it. I was going to say hi to the traveler, the weary traveler here. It looks like a real person, but it's not. Made by Dwayne Hansen. He's all tuckered out. That's gonna be me in a couple days when I get to the next country and I have jet lag. Thankfully I'll be at a hotel though and hopefully not sitting on an airport carpet. But who knows though, we'll see what happens. From a distance I thought Goofy was giving me peace sign, but in fact this is a photo op where he's giving you bunny ears. So you can see Goofy is giving me bunny ears. Kind of a neat little setup, right? Yeah. What a trickster that Goofy is. Oh, I like this. It's like nobody in this line over here from 70. I'm at either 71 or 76. These are my gates. There's nobody in this line. Just walk right out. That was the quickest I've gotten through MCO. It was like 5 minutes. Sometimes it's like it'd be like a half hour. I mean, it was just like a breeze. I love this kind of an 80s version of a futuristic monorail. It's called the Gate Link, but it is in fact a monorail because it only has one rail. Take me where I need to go. You see the Delta planes over there through the window. I got so excited about how quick I got through bag check and all that I ended up forgetting this on the rolling rack. I had to go back and grab it. I was like, where's my bag? I was like, I feel a lot lighter not just walking with my backpack. I went back and grabbed it. It was only a few feet behind me, but yeah. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. Got quite a while before my plane takes off. It's only a couple minutes prior to 6:15. It's like 6:13 right now. I think my flight takes off at like 7:50. Love this little booth. Always has all these gummy items. A gummy frog. I've showed a bunch of these gummy items, but I always see ones that I've never seen before. There's a bunch of bananas. That's what the bag says, a bunch of bananas. There's also, these are like the best. These Haribo gummy bears, like the best brand. They also have some Harry Potter gummies. You can get a little gummy Harry Potter, or Ron or Hermione if you so choose. Chocolate slime liquor right there. You can also get this giant gummy snake. Look at this. Do you think Indy would eat this? I know he doesn't like snakes, but maybe he likes, gummy snakes. Wow, this is a throwback. When I was young, I always thought it was so cool. Me and my friends would get these. We thought we were like the coolest kids. But see, they couldn't really smoke. See, these are like the next best thing. Like, oh yeah, I got the candy. The candy versions. Got the line for the lounge. I don't think I'm going up in the lounge, but that's the line for the lounge at this hour. I think I'm just going to pace around instead of getting in a line for the lounge. Stretch the legs. It's like there's a little leak here. It's like the roof is leaking. The store has essentials right there. It says essentials. Nothing says essential like the original Chocolate. Oh, here's 9 milk chocolate alligators, small little versions of them. That's nice. Sweet taste of Florida. A souvenir in the form of chocolate delicacies. What about some turtle poop? Or some dolphin droppings. Ooh, some dolphin droppings? Look how happy that dolphin is providing his droppings. Somebody lost down there? There's a minivan driving through. I think a random tourist is on the tarmac over there pulling train. I don't think that's the case, but yeah, I just thought it was funny to see a minivan driving over on the tarmac. I don't think I've ever seen a minivan driving on the tarmac. I mean, there's a truck there, but you can tell that's a Delta truck, but it's just like a regular, almost looks like a rental minivan. Going, how do we end up here? Is this Epcot? This is a mess going to Atlanta. I guess all the Atlanta flights are delayed. This one's delayed till 11 p.m. The pilot just came out and made an announcement. That's a long delay. Checked again, however, mine is still on time. Still got a little time before I board, but it's definitely going to be a nighttime flight. We have some Florida and Orlando merchandise, so Orlando and Florida shirts, and then you got a Florida, the Sunshine State shirt right there. 2 for $20. Not a bad deal. Over here at Stellar News, they have 2 for $20s. 2 for $20s at Stellar News. I'm going to be on a plane a lot the next couple days, series of days. This is the easy one. This is only like, what, 4.5, 5 hours over to LA? That's a cakewalk compared to the other one. That's going to follow that one and the following days. Day into another. It's a long flight. Bought myself a strawberry banana lollipop. Yeah, I always think of Telly Savalas from Kojak when I get a lollipop. I've stated this before, but yeah, I just think of Telly Savalas. Not because he was bald and that looks like his bald head, but yeah, because he always used a lollipop. All right, there's my flight right there. Getting ready to board in a few minutes. Had a ride. Everyone got off the plane. Cleaned the quick little cleaning of the plane. They're getting ready to let everybody get on, which will be me and all the other passengers. I'm enjoying this lollipop. All right, still on time. DL867 at gate. Might get a pretty good sunset takeoff, to be honest. And here comes the Sky Chefs. I don't think there's real chefs on that truck, but that's the name of the company. They're delivering food that the Sky Chefs made.
Was this board not working when you were boarding?
The scanner didn't work. I turned it off. It had another flight number on it. I turned it off and try to reboot it.
Yeah.
I didn't reboot the computer.
Hello. Are you still looking for more people for complimentary flight?
5D. That's the seat I'm in.
The overhead bins, and please step out of the aisle as quickly as possible. If you need assistance to find space for your bags, we are available in the aisle. Also, if you're
867 to Los Angeles. We're all so ready to go for an on-time departure. Anticipating on-time arrival, maybe a few minutes early. Traffic and weather permitting. Into LA later this evening. Once airborne, we're looking at 4 hours and 51 minutes of en route flight time to Los Angeles. Expecting a mostly smooth ride. Maybe a few areas of light patches of rough air. With that said, it's always best to keep your seatbelts fastened whenever you're seated, especially when the seatbelt sign is on, just in case we encounter any unexpected rough air. Forecasted weather for arrival later this evening into LA. Mostly cloudy skies, low clouds, good visibility, winds out of the west. It's currently 19 degrees Celsius, about 66 Fahrenheit. Thanks for choosing Delta. Be on our way very shortly for our 4-hour, 51-minute flight. Welcome aboard.
Sandy Springs. And of course, Epcot. World Showcase Lagoon. Spaceship Earth.
I've arrived in LA. Feels good out here. Feels really good. I could probably use a light jacket, but it'll be all right. It's about 10:35, 10:40. 3-hour time difference from Florida, so it'd be 1:30 a.m. back home. I'm gonna go get to my hotel. Not too far from the hotel. Because I don't think it's too far from the hotel. It's definitely brisk. It's nice. 59 degrees right now here in LA. 59 degrees. Yeah, it's probably a good 15, 20 degrees cooler than it was in Central Florida. I like it. Took the shuttle from the airport to my hotel. Now I'm walking around looking to get some food somewhere. It's kind of late. Didn't eat on the plane, even though they did serve a meal. Had some bad luck with airplane food coming from London back to Orlando on a lengthy 10-hour flight when I was going from London a few months ago, and started to feel pretty bad. So not really too keen on airplane food, so see if I can find something else. I've always passed by this in a car, but I've never actually looked to see what it is. The LAX Aquarium. It's LA's largest tropical fish store. I have a 6,000-gallon shark tank on display. But is it right here at this massage place? There's a Thai restaurant. It's closed though. It's closed. I'm gonna go with some trusty Subway. You know, if the food doesn't agree with me, at least I'm not on a plane. Subway's not the greatest ever, but it's pretty consistent. That's one thing I will say about Subway. They're very consistent, and this one's open 24 hours. All right, I go back to the hotel now, put my bags in, but now got some food with a foot-long, oh, I almost dropped my water. Foot-long cold cut combo. Haven't had Subway in a while. And a water, actually I got 2 waters. I'm gonna take one back to the room just so I have an extra one for later. Some little flowers down here. All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.